I did Amazon, I did eBay, I did Shopify, I had brick and mortar businesses. Follow me right now as my main objective every day is to try to make money from the stock market. I'm on the road to 3 million. This episode, I'm not sure what it is, but this is just an intro. And right now you can see me break down videos on here on my YouTube. Look at the books, check everything out, and be in touch. Message me through here, Twitter. Get up with me. It's going to be a phone number, an email, and we can talk about any subject, stocks, crypto, what we need to in business. Let's go. And this is how you trade a higher float stock, right? So and this is how you just do it, right? With a higher float stock, you're going to have to get out as it pushes up, right? Now, it can keep going. This stock is really, really near its highs from last year, right? Literally from a year ago. I think it was 750 around this area. You see how it reacts to that area. But for me, I'm already up 30% on the position. So I know that a higher float stock is not going to go as high as the other ones we play. Whether it's a penny, whether it's $7 a share, whether it's $100 a share stock. It's just different with the bigger float, right? So the probabilities that this can go a lot to, let's just say $100 a share, is a lot less than these other stocks I'm trading. At the bottom of my screen, I'll show you. So QTTB and VEE, I'm trading both of them, and they have a lot better potential to go higher, right? So that's why I got out of AGEN, and it went even higher than I predicted it would. But as it goes, I'm going to keep looking for plays, but I'm not going to buy it as it's going through, as it's breaking out. Like many people would see, oh, well, it's breaking over the highs. They have news, so I'm sure they're basically going to be on the top of every brokerage's scanners, right? Because of that they're at their near those highs, right? So that's a category that they're going to show people and say, okay, buy it up here. Whereas though, if you're paying attention, you wanted to be in it way earlier when it was down at 4 and 5 and 6. Now, as it approaches 8, I mean, yeah, it might go further, but I wouldn't think it would. Not too much, right? So I'm still up that 31%, but I took it off, right? So I took it off way up in them candles, even though that's showing a lot of strength in the stock, right? But we know the potential of this stock. So I played it where I wanted to play it. Whereas though there is other patterns you can play it, but to me, it's not as good as something like this. So I'll put the green screen back on VEE, and you'll see that basically right in there, you see where that line's at. I'm trading it. This stock's up at $18 right now, right? And I was in it way, way back. I won't even tell you how low I was in it. But as you see, I'm up that much percent. This is live still, right? And it's 1041. I long took the profit from this, but I can still hold it. Opposed to this, can still go. Again, I started saying that I'm selling it in the 7s and the 6s. It went up towards 9, and now it's crashing back right towards them 7s, right? I just didn't trust it. I didn't trust that this could go to 20 whereas though VEE, I was saying that even though, okay, it's not that it's such a better company, it's actually a worse company, right? To be honest, when it comes, if you look at it like that. But at the same time, the momentum, the short sellers, I knew they were going to start chasing this stock. And bottom line, I mean, we could end up at 100 a share. Who knows? But I know I'm out of it pretty much. I'll take the profit. The rest we'll see. I don't know. I might make a couple more hundred just from it going. I don't really care, though. You see, I'm even on the 30-second chart. We'll see what happens. Pretty early. And yeah, basically great day in the market today. I traded like 4 stocks, I believe, right? Maybe 3. Yeah, QTTB, SOBR, Sober Safe, VEE, that was the big runner. And one more was AGEN. So I got a good play on AGN. Kind of a breakout style, right? It was over its yearly highs. It was I think its yearly highs from last July was like 782 or 755. And basically for me, like, it was a higher flow stock. I didn't expect it to go way up to 8. You can see live, I'm recording it, sending it to one of my students, right? And I'm basically telling them, like, look, this stock could just stop, At any time, the stock can stop going. This isn't the best play. It's a big flow stock. So you have to be really careful. And for me, like, I wasn't really at my desk. I already had destroyed VEE pre-market, right? So I had played it like down at 6 or whatever it was up into 9, right? So almost a 40-50% gain. I took that off the table. Boom. As soon as I took that off the table, I started to kind of look at everything else, and I was like, okay, well, I'm in QTTB. I do think this can continue to go, but I don't fully trust it, right? I was in sober safe too, market open, right? I bought that off a nice dip. I played that stock so many times. Even like years ago, I played that. I remember literally I was at the same family member's lovely house that I'm at right now at this exact table playing that stock, right? I remember it one afternoon. And I played it many times after that. But as I tell you guys, some of these stocks, and I'm gonna put out my my short seller list, right? So I got a crazy list that short sellers have made up and compiled at one point in time. I don't know if it's still going around, but it was stocks that they didn't want to be involved in going short, right? So I love that. I love that they had that list, and you know they're degenerates. So they say that, but then they see it up 300%, and they're gonna take it, right? They say that, and they see it going up 500%. They're gonna jump in it. Whereas though for me, the stocks that I have on my do not long list, I don't touch them stocks. I don't care if they short them. I don't care if they're tanking down. That would, I guess, be the big difference between my strategy and a subjective short selling strategy. Some of my parameters, it's a no-go, right? It's either yes or no, point blank period. I don't care if there hasn't been a trade in months. I don't care if there was a trade 2 days ago. I'm not going for it. Whereas though sober, I've seen that on the do not short list, but they always short it. It pops up near $1. I ended up getting whacked on it and taking a nice loss. But again, I was up. So let's go back to VE, because that's probably the most important stock. Today is important. Like, I'm going to even, once I get to the house, I'm going to save this video on my MacBook and go back to it, because this day was really, really, really important, especially for somebody that's beginning. And I'll tell you why. Because basically on a day like today, you can't say it's the anomaly, right? But at the same time, like, everything was pumping, right? They're saying VEE is a black swan and blah, blah, blah. I would say PLSM was a black swan. That ran up from like 3 to 9 or something early market, tripled, right? 300%. Put it in perspective. You got 3K in it, you got 9 in about 3 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? Right when I saw that, it changed my whole attitude about the morning, right? Because coming in this morning, it's a Monday. It was a little weird Friday, but I'm still liking the momentum a little bit. I said, you know what? A foot on the gas. I saw VE. I was down. I might have been down $132, right? From about 3 different trades, right? I was up on 1. I was down on 2. I was still holding some VE. And it popped up. You'll see. Now let's go into the chart, right? So you'll see I'm screen recording on my iPhone, but you can see the candles. It popped up to 14 after the market opened. I really should have took most of it off there, right? I was kind of kicking myself because when it came back down, I was like, you know what? You could have ended the day right there. I would have went from being down like $100. I'd have been up like maybe 200 on it. Boom, it drops down. I end up getting in AGEN. I saw that breaking out. I jumped right on it. You'll see I'm in the position there. That's live. You understand what I'm saying? And then you'll see later in the day when I go back and screen record, I dumped everything early, took my money and ran. I think I made like 350. Boom. Stick back to VE. That thing started double bottoming, and I told myself, I won't tell you guys, you know what I mean, to be honest. Maybe in the Patreon, if we go back, or if you ask me and you're already in the Patreon, I'll tell you, you know, my reasoning for going in there at that time in that position. But anybody else, you're just going to have to figure it out yourself or keep watching. So boom, once it did the pattern that I was honestly looking for it to do, I was just head on, right? And again, you're not marrying the stock, right? You don't have to hold it forever. If this was a different market, number one, I might not have kept going. I might have said, you know what, forget it, it's over. But stuff can go, right? I didn't think it would go 600%. You literally can see me in that live video, and I'm saying to the camera, I'm like, look, This can go to
Great
20,
day in the
this
market,
can go
so
to
we
30.
start
I didn't
back
think it
out
would go
on
to
the lake.
41, but it did. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, and at that point, I'm trying to record. I'm not at my house, so I'm trying to not let everybody know we making millions out this market. So boom, the stock draws back down. Once it pulled in, I saw what I needed to see. That's the bottom line. And you'll see from these buys and sells, I attacked it. So when I'm in there at 11, riding it all the way up to 20, that was my last trade on it. I already had 2 or 3 trades on the stock. I already had pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. So now when I'm getting this is just extra. There's no way I can lose money. There's only a way to gain money or basically cut on some of my profit. Okay, cool. I had a number in my head. I ended up, what did I do? I went from being up 200 in the stock, actually 300 something, right? Because I was down that 130. So let's just call it 300. I ended up tripling that profit and being up almost $900 on a day. So as you'll see, VEE, I'll leave the screenshots up whatever it was, 850 or something. I cracked a couple hundred on the other ones. And we end up big on the day, man. Like 1,000 a day, keep the real job away. You understand what I'm saying? In the USA, if you make if you make 20K a month, just in the morning, whatever else you're doing is what you're doing, you ain't gonna lose, right? I know that for sure. So we'll see. I know some doctors, they probably making that, what, 250? And I ain't gotta pay no student loans back on it. So that's how you can look at it, right? If you want to learn to trade, hop in my Patreon, right? Right now I have just little trials up. I'm gonna be putting that course up, the momentum course. Some stuff that's gonna be very fair price, and I'm gonna grandfather people in. So you can go in there and read everything. I'm gonna be grandfathering people in as we roll. The long and the short of it is, you get in now, you're gonna get a lot of content, right? Even this right now, I'm giving for free, right? So if you know that, if you took a trading course already, you pay 5K, 10K for, look what I'm showing you right now. It's live from my HP computer, not even my MacBook. There's no way I can Photoshop this, right? It's literally from a Webull desktop app on a computer, Windows, right? You can literally see how it looks. There's no way to paper trade it this way that I know of from Webull. So hey, jump in the comments and tell these bulls, man, to see what I'm doing. I be getting mad love on TikTok because they know I'm really trading this stuff. Some people, I don't know. YouTube, we trying to build it up. So let's go. Hop in that Patreon, get grandfathered into this real stuff and this real sauce. And I'm going to be, once I come out with the courses, everybody's going to get discount codes. So check it out. That's it.